Hi Oliver, 20 hours to go. You have to answer some questions before you leave. What are you most excited about?
Two things. The first is going to an area of the US where I haven't been before, experiencing new landscapes, meeting new people, and just generally going out and satisfying my curiosity. And the second one is just focusing on one single thing, not being influenced by 1,000 other factors and 1,000 other people's business and organizations' businesses, but just, what I have to do on that particular day, just making my decisions unaffected by outside influence.
So second one, what are you most afraid of?
Well, what I'm most anxious about is the wildlife. Bears, and snakes, and spiders, and mountain lions, all the stuff that we don't have here in Europe. If you don't have experience with it, it kind of makes you anxious. I know it's statistically not much of an issue, but it still worries me a little bit. So that's what I'm anxious about. What I'm most worried about is actually getting injured. I think that's probably my biggest worry, that I will get injured in a way that will significantly delay or potentially even abort my hike.
What's the first thing you do when you finish?
Well, obviously make a YouTube video about it. No, jokes aside. I think the first thing is that I'll be immensely grateful to everybody who has made this possible. A lot of people helped me in preparing and executing this hike. And if I actually make it to Canada, I will be super happy about that. And the second more immediate thing is trying to get back home. The end of the hike is more or less in the middle of nowhere. It will take me some time to get back from the border. So I'll first go to Memphis, spend a few days with friends and family there to to get used to normal life again. And then I will make the hop over the Atlantic back to Europe after that.
Be a reason for you to quit?
Well, I think there's really two. One will be health reasons, so any kind of accident or injury that will prevent me from continuing the hike. The second would be if I figure out in the middle of the hike that I don't really enjoy it anymore. So if I figure out that it's not really what I want to do anymore, that could also be a reason. And the third one, well, who knows? World War III, maybe?
Hopefully not.
Hopefully not.
What do you think will annoy you the most on the trail?
That's an easy one. There's two things. The first is mosquitoes. I freaking hate them. That's why I brought both an insect net, a head net, insect repellent, everything to get rid of mosquitoes. And the second thing is a very special type of people. The good thing is there's not many of them out there, so the likelihood of meeting them is low.
Food will you be sick of after the hike?
Probably any kind of instant hiker food like ramen, Mountain House, any kind of dehydrated instant stuff, mashed potatoes, rehydrated beans. Pretty sure that I can't see it anymore, along with typical hiker snacks, trail mix, energy bars, protein bars, all of that stuff. So I'm really happy that I have a week to spend in Mississippi with one of the finest cooks in the country.
What will you miss most from home?
That's an easy one. The two most precious beings in my life, my partner and my dog. I will really, really, really miss them. And the third thing, following shortly, is my bed. Most specifically, my pillows. I absolutely love a good bed. And even though I also enjoy sleeping in a tent, I really enjoy coming back and sleeping in my proper bed again.
I think you will miss most about hiking when you're back, and what will you not miss?
I think the thing I'll miss most is the simplicity of everyday life, where all you really have to do is get up, eat, pack, hike, navigate, breathe, not get lost, don't fall down, don't get eaten, find a space to camp, set up camp, stretch and sleep. And then the next day, repeat again. And what will I not miss? Well, it's probably sleeping in a puddle of mud and sitting up half crammed in your tent in the middle of the night trying to pee into a bottle. Don't need that.
Of gear will fail first.
Well, I have been warned about the Dursten gear trekking poles that I'm using. So I have a cascade of 3 different trekking poles. I'll start with the Dursten. Then should they fail, I will switch to the Gossamer gear trekking poles. And should they also fail, I will revert back to my good old Black Diamond Alpine something, which I've hiked with for more than 10 years. And I am sure they will carry me through the 11th year, should all things fail.
And which part of your body will fail first?
Well, based on recent experience, it will either be my ankles or alternatively be my knees. I think I'm pretty solid when it comes to muscles, but my joints and my tendons are not as practiced as I want them to be. So I've had a little bit of issues over the last couple of months, and I think those will probably be my 2 weak points. We'll see.
What will be your reaction when you first see a bear? Try again. How will you handle the loneliness on a trail?
Wow. The CDT compared to the AT or PCT doesn't really have that many hikers. There's only about 250 every year who try to thru hike it, and they split about 50-50 north to south. So the likelihood of meeting people in certain parts of the trail is actually fairly low. Stitches last year, she did a count, and I think she was out 120 something days, and on 43 days she didn't see a single person. So it will happen for sure, and I think I will mostly enjoy it. I don't really need people to enjoy hiking, and I don't need people to enjoy myself out there. Sometimes companionship obviously is nice, and when I come through towns I will certainly not close myself off to human interaction or families or fellow hikers that you might meet, but I personally don't think that being alone with myself is going to be an issue. I tend to get along quite well with myself.
Last one, is the CDT worth the struggle?
Well, ask me again in about 140 days and I might know.